DOW, ID Technologies, Orange County Water District, Carlsbad Desalination Plant, and I could go on and on and on, but I won't because you're hungry. But really the key is these were some of the projects that were mentioned in our nomination for the U.S. Water Prize. And this really kind of speaks to collaboration, which is really central to our efforts and what we think is important to move forward in the water industry. And that's why we're so proud of being recognized by the U.S. Water Alliance, which is really a collaboration that cuts across value chains. It brings some usual and unusual suspects to the table to talk about what we can do to move forward. And it's easy when you're thinking about the future to get cynical and catastrophize the water challenges we have. The Carnegie Council said that World War III is going to be fought over water. And it seems a little harsh. And I'm not one to think about things in a bad way, because I actually think that there is more optimism and hope, mostly because we can work together to make a difference and move forward. And I think that by working together, that's how we get there. And I mentioned some of the people that we've been working with to help us go ahead. And there's a lot of reasons to be hopeful. In the business that we're in, Elisa mentioned it, DOW is an operating company. We've had a very strong history of making sure we did what we needed to operate as a responsible citizen. But through that came practices on how you could become a better steward of all the resources, including water. But we also have a 60, 70-year legacy in the core technologies that some or all of you use around ion exchange resins, membrane technology, et cetera. And so being able to bring those experiences to bear brings hope. But look, technology have helped us lower the economic and energy costs of desalination, for example, almost by 2 orders of magnitude over the last 10 years. It's what makes some of these projects possible. We're tapping into new water resources, in particular, recovering from what was called waste into something that's truly a valuable stream for us to be able to manage. And of course, we see public-private partnerships, and there's something that we're doing in DOW, and I think we'll start to see more of, and that's how do you value natural capital to help do what nature has always done, but to employ that in a strategic way, hybridizing both what nature does and what technology can do to help us be able to make a change to our infrastructure, because it doesn't all have to be bricks and mortar, but it can be more about what we do with our facilities. And businesses are catching on. Look, they've been squeezed pretty hard through this process. $84 billion invested over the last 3 years to be able to tackle this challenge. And I'm excited that one of the ways that people are tackling this challenge is really thinking about it from a circular economy perspective. You heard that in the video. And it's a concept that we put forward as part of the nomination around something we're calling minimal liquid discharge. A lot of you have heard about ZLD, or zero liquid discharge. And I'm all for getting to a vision of zero. But that last 5%, my friends, is a mother. It's hard. It's a lot of energy. It takes a lot of work. And we think there's a lot you can do between, where you are today, maybe 50 all the way up to 95%. It takes rethinking what we do every day with the technologies we know today. It's employing things like RO and UF and others. And by the way, this is not just about our portfolio. This is working with partners that bring in really conventional pre-treatment all the way through how do you manage the solids. But the bottom line is you can do it today. We're not waiting for tomorrow. And congratulations to George and his company. They took a technology from somewhere else in the world and they put it into a context that makes it successful. That's all we do every day. And that's what we've done with the companies that I mentioned. And we're looking forward to do more of that in the future. Finally, I do want to do a couple of things. First of all, congratulations DC Water for your phenomenal project. Emory, which is going to come up here in a second, campuses are cities with people with open minds and that want to learn. And I think if we don't tap into that, we're missing a huge opportunity. So #CleanWaterU. You heard it right now. Use it. I'll use it later. And finally, I'd like to thank the U.S. Water Alliance for helping these programs gain visibility. I mean, raising awareness is a key factor in helping organizations make that step toward a more sustainable water future. And I would particularly like to thank all the employees of DOW Water and Process Solutions. We have 1,700 people around the world. I'm very lucky every day to work with these folks. They're waking up every day doing what they can to make a difference. And their commitment to water and their optimism is something that gets me up every day. So this award's for them. Thank you.